Saunton Sands Beach stretches for 5.6 kilometres along North Devon's stunning coastline. But just behind the beach, you'll find England's largest sand dune system. Covering over 1,000 hectares, Braunton Burrows is a very special place, home to nationally rare plants and animals. From all angles, this coastal ecosystem thrives with plant life. In fact, nearly a third of all vascular native plants have been found at Braunton Burrows. The special makeup of the land here, a mosaic of moving sand with low nutrients, makes sand dunes a fantastic habitat for some of the UK's rarest and most resilient plant species. Specialist species here include Viper's bugloss, rest harrow and a variety of orchids. They thrive among these moving mountains of sand, painting large swathes of the burrows with vibrant pinks, reds, purples and yellows as the summer sun shines. This is the six-spot burnet moth. At Braunton, it has a very special relationship with a very rare plant, the round-headed clubrush. Six-spot burnet moth caterpillars are yellow with rows and ridges of black spots. They'll hibernate over winter before emerging again in the spring and climbing to the top of tall grasses or stems of the round-headed clubrush before building a papery cocoon. Here they'll spend several weeks before emerging as an adult moth, ready to fly, eat, mate and create the next generation of these black and red dune icons. The fantastic variety of life supported by a sand dune habitat, like the one we've got here at Braunton Burrows, depends on the health of the habitat. And a healthy sand dune system is one that has lots of bare sand and large areas without thick vegetation growth. In the 1940s and 50s, over 50% of the burrows was bare sand. But in recent decades, this has fallen to less than 5%. Without help from ecologists and conservationists trying to wind back the clock, species like willow, birch and bramble would take over the habitat, squeezing out many of the smaller wildflowers that the insects need. With the help of organisations like Plant Life and Christie Estates, Dynamic Dunescapes has been scraping vegetation away with heavy machinery to expose bare sand beneath. It might look a little dramatic at first, but over a few short years we've seen the numbers of wild plants double in these areas. You may have spotted the herd of grazing cattle. They're also working as conservationists. As they eat, they slow the growth of some of the plants that might otherwise take over, and as they move around, they can transport seeds all around the landscape, while the hooves open up small areas of disturbed ground where these new plants can grow. All across Europe, coastal sand dune systems just like this one are threatened with biodiversity loss. So the hard work that Dynamic Dunescapes and partners have been doing here and at other sites in England and Wales is a really important part of making sure that the wildlife that lives in these sand dune systems has a chance at a secure future. To find out more or for ways to get involved, visit dynamicdunescapes.co.uk.